Hey, it's Rick here, and it is the holiday time, 2010. Holiday season is in full swing now, and I wanted to give you my picks of the 2010 Metagamers gift guide, so to speak. These are products that I personally tried and things that I would suggest if you're looking for something to get for the loved one or a friend or whomever this holiday season. They might deserve your consideration. So in no particular order here today, I'm going to flash them up on screen real quick in usual fashion. If you guys have questions about the products, either first, look at my other videos because a lot of these I've done reviews on, or two, if you have questions about them, definitely feel free to contact me and I'll be more than happy to do my best to answer questions for you. So with that being said, you know, a lot of people have the iPhone and they ask me all the time, especially with all the iPhone case reviews that I've done, what's your pick? Well, if I was to say a good pick for an iPhone 4 case this season, I would say it would be the Speck CandyShell Flip. These are now back on Speck's website, so you can find them there. And the great thing about this case, at least in the white color, is it doesn't show the scratches like some of their other cases do. It provides an excellent level of protection, and then it also right here, as I've shown in my video review, it flips down so you can dock it. So that's the Speck CandyShell Flip for the iPhone 4. I highly recommend it as an iPhone 4 case. Now, if you've got somebody who enjoys movies or TV shows or watching videos on YouTube and things like that, you might consider Apple TV, and that is something else that is available now, and I've shown this in a video as well. So the Apple TV is a very small device. It's excellent for somebody who's on the road a lot as well, because they can pack it up in their bag. It has Wi-Fi built in. It allows them to view movies. It allows them to do all kinds of things. And pair this with the streaming Netflix plan, and you have an endless amount of shows at your fingertips. So excellent gift idea. Combo the Apple TV with a Netflix plan, and away you go. So that's also a great gift idea. Along the same lines of Apple products, who could go wrong with an iPad? And my personal choice, at least for keeping it around the house, is the Apple case. Not only is it a slimline case, but you get a cleaning cloth with it, and then of course your iPad itself. So it is high on the want list for many people this season. If you can spare the cash and if you can afford it, definitely worth consideration. It's ultra portable, has an outstanding battery life, and I'm sure the receiver on your end would definitely appreciate one of these. So consider that as well. A few more Apple products to talk about here. If you have somebody with a MacBook or a MacBook Pro, I like the in-case shell, and I've got it in green here. And the reason why I like the in-case over the Speck, and I've had the Speck in the past, is that the in-case shell has all these ventilation holes that you can see on the bottom. Now I understand that on the MacBook the heat dissipation comes out of the back here, but you can't go wrong with having extra ventilation here as well. It just helps. So it's a reasonably priced shell. Going to run you anywhere between $39 and $49 depending on where you look, and it comes in a variety of colors. The green is quite cool. So that is the in-case shell for the MacBook. You're looking for a bag to travel with. I use this one all the time. This is the Speck TuckPack, and it is very slim. It is very small. It's only going to fit your MacBook and maybe you know, a couple of very small things that you can fit on an inside Velcroed pocket that you see right here. But it does its job, and it's got a really nice soft interior as well. And what you don't see here is that hidden in here, there's clips that you can attach a strap, a shoulder strap that comes with it. So that is the Speck Port Pack, or Tuck Pack, I should say, for the MacBook or MacBook Pro. And highly recommend that one as well. If you are looking for a gift for somebody who does exercise in your family, somebody who's jogging, somebody who goes to the gym a lot, and you're looking for something, here's the excellent combo that's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. It is going to cost a decent amount of cash, but when you pair these things together, it is a combination that is hard to beat. So what I'm talking about here is the brand new Apple iPod Nano. And you can see that here, and I've done a review on this one as well. Comboed it with the Belkin armband that you see here, and I picked this one up at my local Target for 20 bucks. You can also get them at Best Buy, although I've seen them run a little bit more. And comboed with the Sennheiser Adidas branded earphones. And these are the neckband ones. These are waterproof, they're sweat-proof, they have outstanding sound, and more importantly, it's got an inline remote with a mic as well, so that you can do your song switching, you can do your volume control and all of that when you're on the treadmill, out on the street, wherever you are, because it's very hard to do that when you're working out if you don't have inline control. So we're talking the iPod Nano. I opted for the 8 gigabyte. It's a little bit cheaper, and I'll just swap out songs as I need to, with the Belkin armband, with the Sennheiser Adidas Sport Band. And you get an excellent combination for the person who exercises in your family and wants to listen to their music as well. We're talking about music headphones over the ear, studio quality. You can't go wrong with the v-moda crossfade LP headphones. These are outstanding headphones, very, very stylish, and they just sound awesome. Now keep in mind that others around you, when you crank the volume on these, they are going to hear the sounds coming from these earphones. But they just sound great, and they come in a real nice heavy-duty case as well. So a little bit on the pricey side, but you definitely are getting quality here with the crossfade LP. So, and they do have a mic, volume controls as well built in. Talking about gaming here, and I don't have them right in front of me, so I'm going to show you a picture here, is the Astro A40 headphones, and combo that with their control box, the mix amp, and you've got an excellent gaming solution. So the Astro A40 headphones, along with their mix amp, is a great combination for your PS3 gaming as well as your Xbox 360 gaming. And if you want a headphone that maybe is a little bit cheaper and a little bit more portable, you can look at their Astro A30 line, and that's definitely something worth your consideration. Let's go ahead and get into some games here. On the Xbox 360 side, if you're looking for a game that you can play with your entire family and that the kids are going to enjoy, I have little ones in my family and they could not get enough of Toy Story 3 for the Xbox 360. This is probably, at least in my opinion, as far as movie games go, for 2010, the best movie game that was released in 2010 on the Xbox 360 and the PS3 as well. This game is outstanding. It's got open roaming areas. It's really a sandbox style game. It has missions and all kinds of good stuff, and your kids are going to love it. It is absolutely a blast to play with the kids. Very appropriate for everybody, and you can't go wrong. So that is Toy Story 3 for the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. Now, as we talk about the older gamers in the family, you also can't go wrong with Fallout New Vegas, and that is multi-platform as well. I've got the Xbox 360 version here, so you'll want to give that your consideration. On the Xbox 360, who can leave Halo Reach off of their list? That is an outstanding game in the Halo franchise with endless hours of fun on their multiplayer campaigns. One of the newer games that came out recently, Call of Duty Black Ops, and of course that is also one that should be on any gamer's list if they don't have it already, and this is the Hardened Edition. And also one that maybe people would overlook, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. If you had heard of a game called Burnout in the past, this is very much like Burnout in a sense. And you do a lot of cops and robbers, so to speak, racing in this game. And it is outstanding and a ton of fun. And it really is also a game that pretty much anybody can play in the family. Sure, you're going to have car crashes and cop chases and things like that, but there's no profanity or anything like that in it, so it is pretty safe for your family. You're going to see car crashes, but there's no blood or gore or anything like that. And it's a real fun game to play for that, for either the PS3 or the Xbox 360, and that is the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Also on the PS3, if you're a racer fan, you cannot go wrong with Gran Turismo 5, and Gran Turismo 5 has just also been released, so you might want to take a look into that. Now, as we talk about motion-controlled games, There's a lot of different options out there. You've got the Wii with motion control, you've got PlayStation with PlayStation Move, and you've got Microsoft with the Xbox Kinect. That's Kinect. My recommendation, if you've got the room, because it does take room, and you've got to have an open space room, is to go with Kinect for the Xbox 360. This is controllerless. It utilizes this camera. The camera also has voice recognition as well. It's going to come with one game, Kinect Adventures, which is a good fun party game for everybody in the family. And because it's controllerless, pretty much anybody can step in and step out of the scene and jump right into play. So what are some of the games that I would recommend right out of the gate for Kinect if you're looking into it? Well, as I mentioned, you're going to get Kinect Adventures, which is a great game for the entire family to play, especially during the holiday times. So you don't have to worry about that one because that's coming with it. If you've got little ones in the family, or if you're a fan of pet sim games, you might want to look at Kinectimals. And that is a real cute style game. It reminds me very much of something the Rare studio would produce. But it's a lot of fun, and your kids are going to love it, especially if you've got little ones in the family. If you like to dance, Dance Central can't be beat. This is a blast. This is a lot of fun, and it'll make me look like a fool when I'm playing this game. But I'll tell you what, it is a blast to play. You can jump in, you can do your dance moves to what you see on the screen. It tracks everything really, really well. It's got a great soundtrack for dancing, and downloadable content is coming all the time. You can't go wrong with that. If you're looking for a good exercise game, right now, Your Shape Fitness Evolved is probably the best one out there, in my opinion. It tracks very well. It gives excellent personal fitness routines for both men and women. You can keep profiles, you can go online, and you can do additional challenges and tracking, and that's Your Shape Fitness Evolved. So I'd recommend that one as well. And again, those are games for Kinect. If you have a PS3 only and you're looking for motion control, I still recommend PlayStation Move. It is a great system. But if you only have one, I would say the Xbox 360. Now, if you're somebody who is just now getting into the gaming scene and you want to buy one console for this year and you're not sure which one it is, here's my recommendation. If you want to go in easy and you want to go in at the entry level, check out the Wii. The Wii is a good system for you. You're going to have all your Nintendo titles, and it's pretty reasonable. However, a lot of it is motion control. Actually, pretty much all of it is, except for some of their online WiiWare titles. And it's going to be a little bit less on the graphics side, so not as pretty as, say, an Xbox 360 or a PS3. My personal recommendation is to look at either a PS3 or an Xbox 360. And what it comes down to is personal preference. Do you want a Blu-ray player? If you do, then PS3 is probably the way you're going to want to go. If you don't care about Blu-ray, my recommendation is look at the Xbox 360. Now, I have all three systems, and I enjoy all three. Personally, I play my 360 the most because I prefer Xbox Live. Most of my friends are on Xbox Live, and I play on Xbox Live. And there's a ton of games. You go to a store, and you can just take a look at what's available for the PS3 versus the 360, and you'll see what I mean. And then also price disparity as well. PS3 games tend to be a little bit higher than the Xbox 360s as far as when prices get slashed when games go on clearance. So keep that in mind as well. You can't go wrong with either system. They are both excellent. My personal recommendation, if you can only get one and you're not looking to get Blu-ray, Xbox 360 is the way to go. When we talk about gaming, who can forget the iPhone and the iPad and the iPod? So I'm going to throw out two final games here for your consideration. First off is Street Fighter. You're going to want to check out Street Fighter for the iPhone, the iPad, and the iPod. Excellent, excellent kind of reincarnation of Street Fighter on these devices. It looks outstanding. They just did an update recently to add 2 more fighters to the game. Can't go wrong with it. Another one is Lego Harry Potter. If you like Harry Potter, if you like the Lego games, Lego Harry Potter is a relatively cheap price game. At the time of this video, it goes for $4.99, and it is the equivalent of what you'll find on the PSP at a much higher price. So you're going to want to consider that as a game as well. And then, of course, you can always look at App Shopper, the application that is available now on the iPhone, the iPad, and also your iPod Touch. and it will tell you when games and applications drop in price, and that one's free. So that's my kind of holiday list 2010. I'm sure I've missed some things on that list, but those are the highlights of it. If you guys have questions or comments or just need my opinion on any of these things or other things in general, please leave me a comment and I'll do my best to respond. Otherwise, happy holidays, everybody, and we'll see you next time.